Hello everyone and welcome. If you're looking to start your career in tech, you know how confusing job descriptions can be, right? So today, we are going to break down a really interesting opportunity, the software engineer role at Virtusa. We're going to go beyond just the bullet points and find out what this job is really all about. So, let's get right into it.
So let me just ask you a quick question. Are you a recent graduate, a fresher, or maybe someone with just a little bit of experience and you're trying to get your foot in the door at a top IT company? If you're nodding your head right now, then trust me, you are in exactly the right place. This explainer is for you.
And here's some really good news. Virtusa is hiring right now, and they're looking for both freshers and people with some experience, so they're casting a wide net. We're going to look at all the details together, one by one, so you can figure out if this is the perfect opportunity for you.
Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, a job at Virtusa. Before we get into all the nitty-gritty details, let's just get a bird's-eye view of the most important stuff you need to know.
All right, here are the key facts. The company is Virtusa, and the role is software engineer. Now look closely at the batches and experience part. They're looking at graduates from 2021 all the way to 2025, and with 0 to 2 years of experience. You know, this is a huge plus for freshers. The salary, as expected, is in the range of 3 to 8 LPA, and the job location is in Chennai.
So, who exactly is Virtusa? Well, they're a big deal in the world of IT consulting. You can think of them as tech specialists for some of the world's biggest companies. Their main job is to guide these huge organizations through what's called digital transformation, which is just a fancy way of saying they help companies modernize their technology to succeed today.
So now we know a bit about the company, but what would you actually be doing there? Let's move on to Section 2, where we'll really try to understand this software engineer role.
Okay, so at its heart, this job is all about building software, from the first idea to designing it, coding it, and then testing it. But it's not a solo mission. You'll be part of an agile team. For a fresher, this is a fantastic way to learn. It just means you'll be working really closely with your team with lots of communication to get things done quickly and efficiently. Now, this is where things get really exciting. You'll be working with Global 2000 companies. I mean, these are some of the biggest, most famous companies in the world. And you'll be working in really important areas like banking and healthcare, where technology truly makes a difference in people's lives. And the best part? It's all about creating new, innovative solutions.
All right, the role sounds amazing, doesn't it? But now for the million-dollar question. What kind of skills do you actually need to get this job? Let's break that down in Section 3.
First up, the basics. Of course, you need a college degree in something like computer science. But notice what else they've listed. Strong communication and problem-solving skills. They also want someone who can work on their own without too much supervision. These soft skills are super important, sometimes even more than the technical stuff.
Okay, everyone, pay close attention to this slide. It's super important. On the left, you have the mandatory skills. These are the absolute must-haves. Things like Active Directory and IAM are all about security and managing who gets access to what. These are non-negotiable. Then, on the right, you have the preferred skills. Think of these as your bonus points. They'll make your application really shine. Knowing stuff like PowerShell or ITIL will definitely give you an edge.
All right, so let's imagine you've got the skills and you've been selected for the role. What does your day-to-day work actually look like? This next section covers exactly that, your roles and responsibilities.
So, on a typical day, you'll be very hands-on with the tech. A big part of the job is access management. You're basically like a digital gatekeeper, making sure that only the right people have access to important systems. This means you'll be working a lot with Active Directory and also handling requests on Unix systems, which are very common in big companies. But it's not all just technical work. You'll be part of a global team, which is so cool. You'll be collaborating with people in the USA, Ireland, and of course, India. You'll also be creating reports and, this is really important, looking for ways to automate tasks. That shows they want you to be a problem solver, not just someone who follows orders.
Now, the company put this specific quote in the job description for a reason, so let's talk about it. What they're telling you is that this can be a fast-paced and demanding job. You'll need to be someone who can adapt to changes and stay calm under pressure. It's pretty common in a global IT company like Virtusa. So, after hearing all of that, if you're thinking, wow, this job sounds perfect for me, then let's get to the most practical part. Section 5 will show you exactly how to apply for this role right now.
The application process is broken down into 8 simple steps. It all starts with clicking the link, creating an account, and filling out the application form. Now here's a pro tip.
For step 4, when you upload your resume, make sure it clearly highlights all those mandatory and preferred skills we just talked about. And before you hit that final submit button, please just take 2 minutes to proofread everything. A small check can make a huge difference.
And that brings us to the end. We've looked at the company, the role, the skills you need, and even how to apply. So now, the final question is for you to answer. After everything you've seen, is this the right first step for your career? I really hope this explainer has given you the clarity you were looking for. Good luck!